our aim today is to create a, a dynamic page which pulls out the information from the database. And the idea is that we are able to create a page with hyperlinks, which brings the hyperlinks are created dynamically from the database, and the data which it shows up also comes up dynamically from the data. So what we need to do is we need to create, start from the very first steps. Let's say we have to ensure your exam server is running, which is here. My exam servers are running. I've just opened up Dreamweaver and I'm going to do the first step. As said, I'm going to do a new site definition, which is music. I'm going to create a folder in htdocs, c exam htdocs, called as music, and select that folder. Make sure that whatever name you've made, it's case sensitive, so whatever name you would give, it's going to work accordingly. Once you've given this information, site name can be anything, how you want to remember that project. Maybe the folder I've created is music, but the name of the company, you want to keep that as the name of the site name. It's up to you. When you go to servers, we click on plus, we go here, local network server folder is the same folder you just selected, and here has to be localhost / folder name. Just be aware that on some machines we access localhost with a different port number, and if there is a different port number, we need to write down that different port number here. The name of the folder exactly here, same from here, and then you click on advanced, and server model is phpMySQL. Save and click away the remote and take the testing and just say save. Now this is my website. I need to start a new PHP page, which is here. I am going to start Google Chrome just to access my local host to see that it is working properly and to look at the database. So localhost :81 should give me my PHP screen, PHP my admin. And the database I'm going to look at is my sales, and it has got 3 tables: music, sales, and video. So this is music, and we're going to do an example on a music one, and we will also do an example on the video. This is what we're going to do it. So let's go back here. So the database is there, it's called my sales. So in my Dreamweaver, I need to create my first record set from here, and I can create the table. If you look at it closely, my site, all 3 ticks are available. So insert, data objects, dynamic data, dynamic table, record set, and here I have no connection because this is a new definition I haven't defined, so I can just say define new tier 1 localhost, username root, there's no password, and the name of the table is my database. Okay. So this is the connection name. From here I'm just going to say selected and say type. I just want to see the type of the music's available, which I'm going to make as hyperlink. I need to go to advanced and write down the word distinct here, and I can test that's the data I'll get back, and okay, and So if I click on live here, I'm saving this file as music. Yeah, so this is jazz, country, hip hop, and disco. These are the different types of music available. I just changed the, I'm gonna click here and I'm changing the title. Choose music type to see titles available. So choose music type to see titles available. So what we want now is, this is the type. I want another table underneath which shows me the chosen type of a music. So we're going to do insert another server behavior, another record set, simple. I want to choose all the fields and I want to choose only based on the type, where equals and URL parameter is equal to a variable name, and click on OK. I need to go to insert, data objects, dynamic table, and choose record set 2 and say all and click on OK. So I have my record set, but this record set will only show me records if I have chosen something from here, and for that this has to be a hyperlink. So what we need to do now is go back here, select this type from here, go to code, this shows it, just copy that line, go back to your design and go to link and write down the name of your file, which is music.php question mark, and the variable we used in that other record set was t equals and this. What we are trying to create here is a query string. We know from the forms that anything which comes up after the file name, there is a question mark after file name, and then there is a variable name is equal to value. Now this is what we're trying to create here manually. Make sure you press enter when you have just written down the link here, and then go and click anywhere on the page, and then just say file, save, and live. That's how it is. If I click on jazz, it should show me the records. Now this you don't see the live records here. You will have to go and see that in a browser. So jazz, this is jazz detail, country, hip hop, and disco. So the objective is that this list gets created from the database, and we convert the code into so that it becomes a hyperlink, and when we click on this hyperlink we get the corresponding details. So here we are. So I'm going to just save this file. We're going to repeat this procedure, but now same procedure, but we will create this list, but we want the second table in another file. So just repeating the entire steps again, but this time creating two different files and not one. So file, new, PHP, and create. Here insert data objects, record set, insert data objects, dynamic data, dynamic table, record set. This time we are picking up video, and we are saying you're going to pick up only genres. Selected genres, we go to advanced, and we write down the word distinct, and we just click on OK, and all records. So that's our pretty much file, save as. I'm going to save this as genre. So it's saved, and if I say live, that shows me all the genres from that database or that table. Now what we want is, I want to create another page which is called as genre details. That's my second page, and I'm going to do the insert record set exactly the same way. dynamic data table, got set, simple. Now in this time I want video, I want to see all the fields, but I want to put a filter on genre which should be equals to URL parameter, and I'm just calling that URL parameter as G, which is okay, and all, and okay. So all we just have to do is save this file. Now this file is not going to work because it's dependent on genre. So we go back here, and now in this we highlight this, go back to code, copy this, come back to design again, go to link, and we say the name of the other file, which is genre details.php, question mark G and equals and this. So this time we have done, instead of writing down our own file name, we've written down the different file name and question mark G and equal to the genre. So file and save, and if I go in a browser to see this now, that's the genres. If I click on action, it just shows me a page of all that, the genre. Just out of curiosity, if it was a natural website, then on your genre details page, effectively you should have just a simple hyperlink at the top, list of genres. You can just make this as a link to the file genre. So it's done. So when I save this and I go back and see this file, here, so now when I from here, if I choose a music, I can always go back to the list, and so this is what we aim to do through this video. We've done that. There's one more small thing which I can give you an example. I want to show the details, and this is an extension that, let's say from I'm going to create no, we're not creating an extension, we'll just keep that like that. I'm going to create another page, a third example. We're doing slightly different thing on that. New PHP and create. This time I want to show all the music titles. Or let's say I'm going to sales table, and no, let's keep it to music table. I want to only show the title and the artist, or just the title. I just want to show the title on the page, and I want that when somebody clicks on that title, they are able to see the details of that title in more details. But just to show that, I'm picking up music ID as well, and I would just say okay, okay, and all, and all right. So in this time I've got this music ID here, so I get to see, I'm going to call this as titles page. So this is all the titles, right? Now I have all these titles, but I want that when there should be links, and when somebody clicks on this levels or the title, I get to see the details of that. But now because there could be a title with different names and there are spaces in the title names, we've actually in the record set asked to get music ID as well. So the next page which I'm going to create now, I'm going to create this as a hyperlink and create another page where I'm going to link it to the title. Basically click here and go to that page. So file, new, and file, save, title detail. Right. Now in this page, I'm going to create a record set, dynamic table record set. I'm going to pick up everything from here, but this time the filter I'm going to put down is not on the title. I'm putting a filter on the music ID equals URL parameter, and I can just call M. I want to see the records from the table, but although I'm going to link a title, but my filter is on music ID. So I have this. Now from my other page, and I'm also going to create a link on this page as well, list of titles, and this should be just link to titles. So that's done. So this page is complete. File, save all. I need to go back to titles to make sure that I create a link of this. So I'm going to close this. Now in this case, when I want to make this as a link, but I'm going to use this as a linking property. So I will highlight this, go to code and cut this from here, and design, go here and link it with title detail dot php question mark m equals and paste. So it's done, and I'll just get rid of this column from the table itself. I don't need this music ID heading, and I don't need this empty column as well. So design, I'm left with the titles only. All I see on the screen is titles, but when I go to the other page, I'm creating a link with the music ID in the link, and when I go to the other page, it will give me the music ID based titles. So if I click here, or any of the ones, you look at the top, it says ID, and the record ID is 13. So we are picking up a record based on ID of that music, basically, not just the title, because it is very tricky to send the titles on the query string, because there are spaces, there could be special characters, and which will mess up our query string. So that's another example of how we could actually we can send whatever we like to send as a message, as a part of a message from the page. So I hope this helps. So